Greetings, this is Jazz for Jazz Reviews, bringing you the latest on Ubisoft's Far Cry 3. Developed for PC, PS3 and the Xbox 360. Through all the hype, we were promised an open world shooter with tons of content with 20 plus hours of gameplay. Now is that the truth? Let's find out.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Yep, it's pretty much this island. Thrown into a world of hurt, Jason Brody, his rich boyfriends and brothers are kidnapped and held ransom right from the get-go.
Do you want me to slice you open like I did your friend?
The unhappy tourists get all too familiar with the sociopath that is Voss. And with a little help from the rebellious villagers, it's up to you to get your friends back.
I'm here for my friend, Keith.
The storyline integrates a range of characters, some a little weird, a little eccentric, or some just downright insane. Take this guy Buck for instance. He's just one of the first characters to be encountered in the game.
Shut the fuck up!
The ragged knife enthusiast is set on sending you to your doom through the ancient ruins and caves, all to find this one relic. He's a mysterious and all-knowing character, just one of many who will not fail to shock you in the end.
Run, Forrest! Run!
The pirate captain Voss is someone you've seen who is awesomely demented, but know that even Voss answers to someone higher.
Fuck!
You've got to remember, with zero contact with the outside world, this island situated somewhere in the Pacific is without rules and order. It's an island run by genocidal pirates. As the main plot progresses, Jason will have to consider the bigger picture. With a little tragedy here and there, he's out for revenge. Upon joining the Rakyat tribe, it's all about liberation, freeing the island of its captors.
Oh god, I can't do this, Grant.
Jay, look at me. I can't find Lisa and Riley and the others without you.
Voice acting is superb. For a first-person shooter, it's rare players care or really should give a damn about the main character, but there is a lot of growth in this character. As the events on the island change him, Jason evolves from an innocent, normal human being into a feared, killing machine, and with it, it's great seeing different characters react to all this progress he's made. Good or bad, moral, immoral. Even if at times our tourist Jason here acts like Rambo times 10 towards the end. Graphically speaking, Far Cry succeeds once again. With very dense foliage throughout the island, I came across zero screen tearing, impressive shadings and lighting / bloom effects which completely blew me away on PC. With full DirectX 11 support, I managed around 50 frames with everything at max, and my first impression came across as, wow, I feel like I'm in Crysis 1 with the very best graphical mods. But the truth is, the map goes a lot further as a complete open world. This title on the other hand looks great no matter what platform you play on. It is a very optimized game. Ubisoft, without a doubt, have created the best gaming worlds of 2012 with Assassin's Creed 3 and now Far Cry 3's very expansive and detailed jungle. Game design really is one of the game's strongest points, with varying terrains such as plains, beaches, with very dynamic water effects and mighty cliffs which, if you manage to climb to the top of, you'll be able to pilot one of the many hang gliders thrown about the place. It is a very big world in terms of gaming map. As opposed to the previous game, Far Cry 3 integrates a selection of vehicles that always seem to be placed right where you need them. Hang gliders cannot be used indefinitely. You go up, you must come down. So minding that you don't hit a tree and break your neck, what you'll be doing for most of your travels is constantly switching between jet skis and boats, to buggies and quad bikes, all to get to your destination in a very extreme way that is always entertaining. Off-roading in some of Far Cry's jeeps is something I feel is quite unique in the first-person genre. Developers have really nailed that sense of realism with camera angles. You really don't know how big a drop is until you plummet to the ground, shattering the vehicle entirely. And here it is, the wingsuit. As you can see, unlike other games, developers have provided us with innovation. Too often ideas in the gaming industry simply become gimmicks to market onto the masses. But after a certain level of progression, the player will be given one to use as much as he likes. You see, the game's emphasis is on you as the player, and lets you tackle the objectives how you want to play them. Fly in like an idiot Batman, or initiate slow, cautious stealth, which collectively works pretty well. Simple mechanics allow the player to distract guards by throwing rocks, and then fly in with your machete, taking out multiple guards in the process. The main objectives are very mixed, complete with scripted vehicle getaways, Indiana Jones style tomb raids, sabotage, sniper and convoy missions, the list goes on, it really does. As you can see in this mission, Jason's got to protect one of the captives from pressing enemies, with quite a satisfying sniper rifle actually, all just before boarding the speedboat and getting the hell out of there.
Let's get out of here!
So the game is consistently action-packed no matter what. Now as Jason gains experience points, the player can fill 3 skill trees focusing on stealth, mobility, survival, healing, and power attacks, which will make life a little easier. By taking over radio towers, the player can obtain free guns in the weapons store, as well as unlock intel on different sections of the map. Intel including the various hunting grounds all over the island. Although not compulsory, it is almost essential you take the time to find animals such as goats and pigs, all the way to killer sharks and Komodo dragons. Why? Because the game will let you craft bigger loot sacks to hold extra items, different kinds of wallets to hold extra money, and the ability to craft added holsters to carry more than just the one weapon. With so many points of interest, it's almost impossible to become bored in your travels. Travels orientated around tigers, bears, and passing enemy patrols. Not quite as important are the various plants to be picked for medicine and combat buffs, but I think if I had foraged a little bit more, my playthrough could have been a lot more easier. And I reckon my character could have gotten a lot more high too. This game is weird, and such scenes are weird. Moving on. Gunplay is great. I don't have any real criticisms. Enemy AI will not let you cover shoot for too long before throwing molotovs and grenades your way. Enemy types vary from shotguns, demolitions, melee, sniper, assault, and heavy tank-like troops, which all come together to provide one hell of a challenge at times. Ziplines are also a great feature offline and online. Healing, as ever, is graphic and unique to the Far Cry series, as well as the fire-spreading mechanics initiated by flare guns and the new flamethrower, and the bow and arrow to be used to send ignited arrow tips darting all over the place. There really is a ton of content compiled for this game. You have your outpost assault missions to gain safe houses and fronts for the villagers, you have your competitive scoreboard challenges to compete against friends, assassination contracts with a specific criteria, and mini-games including knife throwing and poker, as well as racing checkpoint challenges, which combine for one hell of an experience in total. An experience that will net over 20 hours of gameplay. And that is all without multiplayer, cooperative, and the map editor. In terms of multiplayer, Far Cry 3 does not innovate a great deal compared to what has already been done before time and time again. But I don't think it should be just cast aside. There is a lot of fun to be had in this competitive mode, be it team deathmatch, domination, the same old game types. Currently, I can say that PC support isn't all that good at the moment, and hopefully 1 or 2 patches will minimize the amount of lag and the real game-breaking annoyances at times. Sorry, it had to be said. One cool feature though is the punish and mercy option at the end of the game.
Oh, thank you.
Which is available to the winning team's highest scorer to punish or commend the enemy on his efforts. Co-op is something that is definitely worth playing, but really not that impressive an option all in all. With 4 unrelated characters, me and my buddies simply went through a couple of missions, completing objectives which are mostly enemy wave based, in the sense that one player has to plant a bomb, one player defend, but each mission will allow one piece of competition between co-op partners for more XP. The map editor is something different entirely, a different video perhaps. You can randomly generate most of the props or the landscape, and place various environmental elements such as caves and waterfalls yourself. Sadly, no matter how many tigers, quad bikes or pirates you place, none will make it into the multiplayer. Custom scenarios you create will be single player only. Far Cry 3 is very immersive, its setting rich and dynamic. Every character is interesting. I don't want to spoil too much, you've seen Vass and whatnot, but be prepared for the mystic and crazy, stoned out of your mind moments which are daring, but all good fun in the end. Far Cry 3's gameplay offers so much variety and content that will surely place this title as a #1 contender for 2012's Game of the Year. This has been Jazz for Jazz Reviews. Now, as a part of the Facebook promotion, Astro Gaming, Elgato and Gunner will be handing out quite a lot of free products and prizes, really expensive stuff actually, as well as an MSI GT60 laptop, hell of a price tag too. So click the link at the top of the description to enter the contest. It's simple stuff really, you'll have to provide your email and whatnot to get in, and then you're in. So thank you very much for watching. For all your YouTube's Q&A, any questions about Far Cry 3 will be answered in the comment section below. I hope you liked the review. I think Far Cry 3 is definitely worth the purchase, no matter what platform you play on. With so many disappointments lately, I'm glad to say Far Cry delivered even more than I was expecting. But until next time guys, thanks for watching, I'll see you in the comments.